Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Ram Hare
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 Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Ram
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Ram
Hare Ram Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare.
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna. Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
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 Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram, Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
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 Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram, Ram, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram Ram Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Ram Ram Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, 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 Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram, Ram,
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
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 Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram
Ram
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Ram
Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Ram Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram.
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare
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 Ram
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram,
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hari
Krishna,
Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Hari Ram Hari Krishna Hari Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hari Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram Hare
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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Chaitanya, Prabhu
Hare Ram Ram
Nityananda, Shri
Hare
Advaita
Hare
Gadadhar, Shivasati
Ram
Gaura,
Ram
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna,
Prabhu
Krishna Krishna,
Nityananda
Hare Hare, Hare
Shri
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare Ram
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare,
Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram Hare
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 Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram, Hare
Hare Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Krishna Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Ram, Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare,
Ram,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare, Ram, Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare,
Ram,
Hare Ram Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Ram Hare
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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Ram Hare
Hare Ram
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 Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram
Hare
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Ram
Ram Ram Hare
Ram
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
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 Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Ram Hare Ram 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
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 Ram,
Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
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 Ram, Hare 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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram, Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna, Hare
Prabhu
Krishna,
Nityananda
Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Advaita Shiva Sri
Hare
Gaur
Ram, Hare
Bhaktavrinda
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna,
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Krishna,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram, Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare 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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna
Ram,
Hare
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 Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Govinda Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram
Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Ram.
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram.
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram.
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram.
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram.
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna.
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Ram Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Ram Hare Krishna
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram
Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram
Hare Rama Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri
Krishna Hare
Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaura
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Hare Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare
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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare
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 Krishna
Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare 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 Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Ram
Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna
Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Ram Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Hare
Ram Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram
Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna.
Ram
Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare
Krishna
Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Hare Hare
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hari 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 Ram Hari Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hari 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 Ram Hari Hari Krishna 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 Hari Hari Krishna Krishna Hari Hari
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hari Ram Hari Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Krishna,
Hare
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 Krishna Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna, Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
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 Ram,
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare
Om, Hare Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
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 Hare Ram Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Ram Hare
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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Hare
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 Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram
Om,
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Ram
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Ram Hare
Ram
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare Hare
Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare Ram
Ram
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare 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 Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Hare
Ram
Hare
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna,
Krishna
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Sweet
Krishna
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 God,
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Hare Ram Ram Ram
Hare
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
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 Ram
Hare
Ram
Hare
Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Ram Hare
Ram
Ram Ram Ram Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram
Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare
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 Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare Ram
Krishna
Ram Ram Hare
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 Ram Hare
Krishna
Ram
Hare Krishna
Hare
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 Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Ram
Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna
Ram
Hare
Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Ram
Ram
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Hare
Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Ram
Ram Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Hare Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Hare
Ram Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Ram Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Ram
Hare Hare Hare
Ram 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 Hare Hare Hare
Ram
Krishna
Ram Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
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 Hare Ram
Hare
Ram Hare
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare
Hare Hare Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Ram Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Ram Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Shri Krishna Jai Ram Hare Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ram Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna
Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare
राधे राधे प्रभु जी।
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Radhe Radhe Prabhuji, it is showing that Skype will be inactive very soon. So, is there any other way?
Yeah, we have to find some other.
Teams, it was showing like Teams, no?
Yeah.
Right time.
So we have to migrate to Teams.
Okay, so you will take care of that, right?
Yeah. We have to figure out if Teams is the best place to go to. Yeah, in May it is going away, so right, we have 1 more month, 1.5 months.
No, it says from April. Skype will be inactive in April.
April, it says May, I thought. starting in May. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we'll read Srimad Bhagavatam. A description of the island of Jambudvipa. This chapter describes the glories of Bharatvarsha. And it also describes how Lord Ramchandra is being worshipped in the tract of land known as Kim Purusha Varsha. The inhabitants of Kim Purusha Varsha are fortunate because they worship Lord Ramchandra with his faithful servant Hanuman. Lord Ramchandra exemplifies an incarnation of Godhead who descends for the mission of Paritranaya Sadhunam Vinashaya cha Dushkritam, protecting the devotees and destroying the miscreants. Lord Ramchandra exhibits the actual purpose of an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the devotees take the opportunity to offer loving transcendental service to him. One should surrender fully to the Lord, forgetting one's so called material happiness, opulence, and education, which are not at all useful for pleasing the Lord. I'll read this again. One should surrender fully to the Lord, forgetting one's so called material happiness, opulence, and education, which are not at all useful for pleasing the Lord. The Lord is pleased only by the process of surrender unto Him. Okay, this is the summary of the chapter. So, when Devarshi Narad descended to instruct Sarvani Manu, he described the opulence of Bharatvarsha, India. Sarvani Manu and the inhabitants of Bharatvarsh engage in devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the origin of creation. Maintenance and annihilation, and who is always worshipped by self-realized souls. In the planet known as Bharatvarsha, there are many rivers and mountains, as there are in other tracts of land. Yet Bharatvarsha has special significance because in this tract of land there exists the Vedic principle of Varnashram Dharma, which divides society into 4 Varnas and 4 Ashramas. Furthermore, Narad Muni's opinion is that even if there is some temporary disturbance in the execution of Varnashram Dharma principles, they can be revived at any moment. The effect of adhering to the institution of Varnashram is gradual elevation to the spiritual platform and liberation from material bondage. By following the principles of Varnashram Dharma, one gets the opportunity to associate with devotees. Such association gradually awakens one's dormant propensity to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And frees one from all the basic principles of sinful life. One then gets the opportunity to offer unalloyed devotional service to the Supreme Lord Vasudeva. Because of this opportunity, the inhabitants of Bharatvarsha are praised even in the heavenly planets. So in Bharatvarsha, because of the opportunity to serve Krishna, they are glorified. Even in the topmost planet of this universe, Brahmalok, the position of Bharatvarsha is discussed with great relish. All the conditioned living entities are evolving within this universe, in different planets and different species of life. Thus one may be elevated to Brahmalok, but then one must again descend to earth, as confirmed in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Abrahma Bhuvanaloka Punaravartino Arjuna. If those who live in Bharatvarsha rigidly follow the principles of Varnashram Dharma and develop their dormant Krishna consciousness, they need not return to this material world after death. Any place where one cannot hear about the Supreme Personality of Godhead from realized souls, even if it be Brahmalok, is not very congenial to the living entity. If one who has taken birth in the land of Bharatvarsha as a human being does not take advantage of the opportunity for spiritual elevation, his position is certainly the most miserable. In the land known as Bharatvarsha, even if one is a Sarva Kama Bhakta, a devotee seeking the fulfillment of some material desire, he is freed from all material desires by his association with devotees, and ultimately he becomes a pure devotee and returns home back to Godhead without difficulty. At the end of this chapter, Sri Shukdev Goswami describes to Maharaj Parikshit the 8 sub-islands within the island of Jambudvipa. Okay. So, the glories of taking birth in Bharatvarsha is described in this chapter. And, even in Brahmalok, the inhabitants of Bharatvarsha are glorified. And Prabhupada is saying, even if there is material desires, but by association with devotees, one can become free and become a pure devotee and then go back home, back to Godhead. And Prabhupada is stressing the importance of Varnashram Dharma. Okay. So all this, and so we'll see what now. Any comments other than this? So we say Bharat Bhumite Manushya Janma Vilojar. Janma Sarthak Kari Karo Paropkar. But sometimes we think about it. India is we call Bharatvarsha, as Prabhupada said, Bharatvarsha, India. But in India also, right now, there are so many different philosophies, and so many people are speaking so many things. So it becomes very confusing also. And there is also the influence of the Western culture in India. So it's not necessarily, but there is something about birth in India, that taking birth in India, you somehow get this knowledge automatically by, hearing it from other people, or in the Vedic culture it is there. The knowledge is there. But even Rakshasas came in India also. So it's not necessary that everything is now because of Prabhupada's mercy. Sometimes when people come to America, then they get Krishna consciousness, right? Because here there is not many. Of course, now there are so many different temples and different philosophies. Even amongst the Hinduism, we have Chinmayananda and then Swaminarayan and then this different things. So many. So to come to the right conclusion is very difficult also here now. It's also becoming. But generally, before, like many times people say that yours was the first temple in Ohio, our ISKCON temple in Columbus. And that time there was no other temple in Columbus. So they were all coming to this temple. And then slowly and gradually other places started coming up. And I'm not saying they are all not bona fide, but the thing is that whether Bhagavad Gita is being preached or not, whether Srimad Bhagavatam is there, Bhagavad Gita is there, they are speaking from Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the. So that's not there. If that is not there and some rituals are there simply, then that does not help in changing the consciousness very much. So, so that is the problem. Okay. Okay,
Prabhu,
go
there
ahead.
is one more here. Like Bharatvarsha is sometimes referred to as India, and sometimes it is referred to the Earth planet as a whole.
Mhm,
This Jambudvip, it is one of the nine dvipas, and in that, so one of the seven dvipas, and in that, like there are nine divisions, varshas. So one of them is Bharatvarsha. So many times it may also refer to like something larger tract of land than India. So according to cosmology, it may refer to like maybe the Earth planet, and according to history, if we go, then most probably it refers to India only. So here, I think they may be referring to the planet Earth, like somebody who has taken a human form.
Yeah, that is true. That Bharat,
And also the India
but previously the Vedic
refer.
culture was prevalent all over the world, Bharat. But now it has only been confined to now. Most of the population is following Islam, which is we considered as Malecha Dharma. So this before there was only one ruler who was ruling, as Prabhupada would say that, and then everywhere this Vedic culture. But now then, because of all the different wars and things, whatever, now it is only now confined to this tract of land called India.
But original Bharatvarsha, India was not confined to today what we see, because Iran, everywhere the sages and Hinduism was there. Because if you remember the Samba, Krishna's second son Samba, and Konark temple, Sun temple story, he brought the sages from Iran actually. Because when the temple was built, the people asked who will do, who knows what are the mantras of Surya Dev, because Samba was had leprosy, from, and Krishna told him that you have to pray to Lord Surya, sun, God's son, for 12 years. So that's why Samba was ready, and he brought all the sages from Iran, what land. So Bharat is not just today confined; it was more than today what we see.
Yeah, so then that tract of land diminished, and then now it's only this what we call as India. So maybe that's why Prabhupada translated it as India. But when Bhagavatam was spoken, then this whole thing was Bharatvarsha in that sense. Of course, it's still the Bharatvarsha, but the place where you get Vedic knowledge and the information, the true knowledge about the soul and everything is only now in India. Of course, now by Prabhupada's mercy, it has spread all over the world. This knowledge has been now distributed all over the world. But yeah, so that's why the sannyasis would not cross the oceans and go to the west, because this is considered that portion of the land where people eat meat, and that's how traditionally they say they would not go. And Prabhupada came because of for preaching purposes. Ultimately, yeah. So it was not considered pious. The the Western world is not considered. Is as you go west, then it becomes more and more materially inclined, material enjoyment. East, as you go towards the east, come to India, of course, then get more and more spiritual inclination. So yeah, but yeah, there is Bharat, King Bharat, who was ruling everywhere, and his kingdom was there. Everybody accepted his authority, and even in Indonesia, somebody said there is like Amarendra Prabhu came here. He was there is a. Let me see if I can play this clip a little bit. He says how remnants of Vedic culture are found everywhere, and he gave a little talk here in Columbus, and he was so many years back.
Burma, and there. We are king of Ethiopia. So this evening,
Let me share with the sound.
we're going to touch on the topic of principal ethics from ancient epics. As we know, Ramayana and Mahabharata form an integral part of culture. According to the ancient Indian Vedic texts, Ramayana and Mahabharata fall under the category of history, not mythology. And not just in India, you find the influence of Ramayana in countries around the world. I had the good fortune of once being in Thailand, and one person in Thailand was telling me that they have a version of the Ramayana, the story of Sri Ram and fighting the 10-headed Ravana. And we call it Ramayana, and they in their Thai language call it Ramakiyan. He was telling me, are you talking about the Ramakiyan? I said, well, it is Ramayana. And he said, no, it's Ramakiyan. And I said, okay, what's the storyline? He said, the storyline is of the great prince by the name Sri Ram, who had a wife called Chinta. Chinta in Hindi means worry. So she had a she had a wife by the name Chinta. That's according to their tradition. And I said, oh, that's pretty similar. We're talking about the same storyline. And he said, not just that. Not just about Ramakiyan. The capital of Thailand for about 400 years was a city by the name Ayutthaya, which is very similar to Ayodhya. For the last 200 years, Thailand has been having over 9 kings with the name Sri Ram. Ram 1, Ram 2, Ram 3, so on and so forth. And for those who are into Thai boxing, even now in the present culture of boxing, coming down historic tradition, some terms in Thai boxing are like Hanuman kick, Hanuman hold, Angad flight. When you fly and kick, it's called Angad flight. And they have no idea where it's coming from. That's Thailand for you. One saint once went to Ethiopia, and he presented to the king of Ethiopia a few decades ago a copy of the Ramayana. So the king of Ethiopia asked him, what is this book about? He said, well, this is a storyline about a person by the name Sri Ram who is supposed to be the king but gets ousted, exiled, banished into the forest one day before coronation. And then he, along with his wife and his brother, they go into the forest. And from there, his wife gets abducted by an evil demon by the name Ravana. When the Ethiopian king heard this, he said, oh, I know this. After all, we are Kushites. So he said, what do you mean by Kushites? And the king had no answer. This saint, this Vaishnav saint did not give up. He came back and studied the geographical topography, the structure of the universe, and the historical heritage. And he saw that Sri Ram, after his time, divided the whole of earth into 2 halves. One for his son Lava, and the other for his another son Kusha. And that portion which was given to Kusha was called Jambudvipa. And the descendants of Jambudvipa were called Kushites. And Ethiopia falls in the present understanding of Jambudvipa. So the king said, I know the story, after all we are Kushites. So we spoke about Thailand, we spoke about Ethiopia, it doesn't end there. We know the story of how Sri Ram killed Tataka, You all seen? In the animated, The Legend of Prince Ram. You've seen? Very beautiful. Killing of Tataka. And Tataka is killed, but her son Marich comes to fight the Lord. But the Lord doesn't, Sri Ram doesn't kill him. He shoots an arrow and lands Marich hundreds of miles across the ocean. Now this Marich, who's hit by the arrow of Sri Ram, he understands what one arrow can do. So he said, I don't want to fight him. Wherever he falls across the ocean, he starts practicing spiritual life. He becomes a sadhu, a saint. And his family, the descendants of Marich, are called Mauritius. And that land today is called Mauritius. Welcome to this world. Mauritius. Even in Central and Southern America, you have the culture called as the Mayan culture, still prevalent. If you study history and you try to map it with the geography of America, Central America, Southern America, South America, you find this culture called the Mayan culture still prevalent. And the root, the origin of this Mayan culture comes from a person called Mayasur. And Mayasur is the father-in-law of Ravana. So if you travel around the world, whether it is Burma, Laos, Cambodia, Indonesia, Malaysia, you go to these places, you'll be welcomed at the airport with terminals by the name Ram 1, Ram 2, Ram 3. Last year, I had a visit to Bali Islands. And the locals were telling me, there are really wonderful places here, and they map to Indonesian culture. I said, let me go and see. I really like when I visit places to explore and try to map that with the scriptural evidence to see what's happening, because after all, this whole world is one family. So Krishna consciousness or spiritual practice is a holistic process. It includes all fields of study. It's the root of everything. So when I went there, I asked him, can you show me some typical structures and places worthy of seeing which maps to Indonesian culture? He said, sure, I'll take you to a park which is the most prominent park in Bali. It's very close to the main islands. The main islands, by the way, is called as the Pandav Beach. Just to start with. Pandav Beach. And you have statues of Yudhishthir Maharaj, Bhimsen, Nakul, Arjun, Sahadev. Big, big. It's like 35 feet from the floor. And next to that is the garden that I'm talking about. I went into that garden and people are taking pictures. Very big. It's like 55, 60 feet. Huge. From a distance you could see what it is. And people are all like ants. I went close with complete awe, jaw-dropping reverence, what this is. May I share with you what the structure was? It was the life-size structure of Kumbhakarna fighting the monkeys on the battlefield. Monkeys all over Kumbhakarna. And Kumbhakarna is holding, in his palm he has monkeys slipping through his hand. Monkeys sitting on the shoulder trying to push in a spear. And they all look like dung beetles. And Kumbhakarna is like. Now when we go to Vrindavan, you know what a monkey is. You can have a wallet, you can have bags, you can have glasses. Yes, thank you. Experience burns brighter than imagination. You can have anything. You have your bead bag and they want to take it. Yeah. And those monkeys are all attacking Kumbhakarna, and Kumbhakarna is just hundreds and thousands of monkeys. Then another structure I went to was the building of the bridge, Samudra Manthan. All the monkeys are throwing in rocks and they're building this bridge. And all these Indonesians are clicking selfies and they have no idea what the structure is about. My heart was literally bleeding
because the structure is beautiful that you want to take a picture with it, but it's historic. There's so much significance to it. I was taking pictures, and as you drive through to get to that garden, you all should go. It's beautiful. You drive to get to that garden, you find Sri Ram like this. He's almost pulling the arrow up to his ear, very majestic. And then you don't see anything. And you keep driving, another you keep driving for about 2 minutes, and then you find a deer being hit by the arrow. So it was Ram aiming, and you see, you're driving, okay? So it's like a motion picture. You're driving and you see Sri Ram aim, and then you see the deer being shot. So it's like that. And people click pictures from the moving vehicle. I was thinking, Ramayana has so much significance and so much to learn from. Similarly, you go to Armenia. Even now there's a monument called as the Temple of the Little Blue Boy. Now this may not be Ramayana, but they have no idea who this little blue boy is. You enter this monument and it's vacant. People just take pictures of vacant space. But some spiritual researchers sat through and found what this place was like and published even papers to scientifically prove with evidence that this was actually the temple of Sri Krishna, sitting with flute in one hand and a butter pot in the other. And this was called as the Temple of the Little Blue Boy. But when the invaders came in, they removed the little blue boy, and the temple is vacant. But still it's called as a monument. So the point I'm making is this Vedic culture it's not just Indian, it's all encompassing. It's spread far and wide universally. And what to speak of Iran, where they worship fire. Coming from the roots of the Treta Yuga, fire sacrifice. Offering oblations and offerings to the Lord through fire. So in this way, these ancient epics of Ramayana and Mahabharata are not just entertaining to the ear. When you hear, the storyline is fantastic. But as adults, not just entertaining to the ears, it enters the heart and enlivens and enriches us with practical real life lessons.
There's also a book by Devamrit Swami, I think, which talks about how remnants of Vedic culture were there. And
So, Prabhuji, in Bali, Amarendra Prabhu described that Kumbhakarna, those people were shown as a hero. So that means that people from Sri Lanka went there?
I don't know all the details, but he said Kumbhakarna, Ram shooting the deer is also there. So I don't know all the
That is Marich, right?
deer shooting. Yeah, who this guy's
Marich
different.
was.
Yeah.
And he said that he fell to Mauritius, what he called.
Yes. So that way the Vedic culture was spread all over the world, and it was like in those times. But nowadays mostly it's like there is some this thing remnants, but mostly they are like Islamic countries, Indonesia and all this. Okay. Srila Shukdev Goswami said, "My dear king, in Kim Purusha Varsha, the great devotee Hanuman is always engaged with inhabitants of that land in devotional service to Lord Ramchandra, the elder brother of Lakshman and dear husband of Sita Devi." So Kim Purusha Varsha is where Hanumanji resides. A host of Gandharvas is always engaged in chanting the glories of Lord Ramchandra. That chanting is always extremely auspicious. Along with Arsti Shena, the chief person in the Kim Purusha Varsha, Hanumanji constantly hears those glories with complete attention. Hanuman chants the following mantras. In the Puranas, there are two different opinions concerning Lord Ramchandra. In the Laghu Bhagavatamrita, this is confirmed in the description of the incarnation of Manu. The Vishnu Dharmottara describes that Lord Ramchandra and his brothers Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughna are incarnations of Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, and Anuruddha, respectively. The Padma Puran, however, says that Lord Ramchandra is an incarnation of Narayan, and that the three other brothers are incarnations of Sesha, Chakra, and Shankha. Therefore, Sri Baldev Vidyabhushan has concluded, Tadidam kalpa bheda neva sambhavyam. In other words, these opinions are not contradictory. In some millenniums, Lord Ramchandra and his brothers appear as incarnations of Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna, and Aniruddha, and in other millenniums, they appear as incarnations of Narayan, Sesha, Chakra, and Shankha. The residence of Lord Ramchandra on this planet is Ayodhya. Ayodhya city is still existing in the district of Faizabad, which is situated on the northern side of Uttar Pradesh, where we have the Ram temple. Okay, so coming to the prayers of Hanumanji, I think. Let me please your lordship by chanting the Bij mantra Omkar. I wish to offer my respectful obeisances unto the personality of Godhead, who is the best among the most highly elevated personalities. So is Purushottam. Ramchandra is called Purushottam Krishna, best amongst all the Purushas. Your lordship is the reservoir of all good qualities of Aryans, people who are advanced. Your character and behavior are always consistent. So Ramchandra is very, very moral character and very just and like that. And you always control your senses and mind. Acting just like an ordinary human being, you exhibit exemplary character to teach others how to behave. There is a touchstone that can be used to examine the quality of gold. But you are like a touchstone that can verify all good qualities. You are worshipped by Brahmanas, who are the foremost of all devotees. You, the Supreme Person, are the King of Kings, and therefore I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Okay, so Ramchandra has all the good qualities. And by his character, others are measured. Like Ramchandra is the ideal king, he is the ideal son, he is the ideal husband, like that, we say. Whereas Krishna's character is more like exhibiting God as Swarat, he is independent. Ramchandra is more like somebody can emulate Ramchandra's character as a human being. He's showing how to behave. But Krishna's character is more like how he's controlling everything and everything is for his enjoyment. So he's dancing with the gopis and okay. The Lord whose pure form, Satchidananda Vigraha, is uncontaminated by the modes of material nature, can be perceived by pure consciousness. So we can perceive the Lord more and more as we become pure in heart. In the Vedanta, he is described as being one without a second. Because of his spiritual potency, he is untouched by the contamination of material nature. And because he is not subjected to material vision, he is known as transcendental. That's why he's called a Achyuta. He's not touched by the... Okay. He is known as transcendental. He has no material activities, nor he has a material form or name. So Lord is always pure, was always pure, and will always remain pure. We can be pure and then we can become contaminated. Then we can become pure again. Then we can become contaminated again. Consciousness is like that, right? So, but the Lord is always pure. That's basically. Only in pure consciousness, Krishna consciousness, can one perceive the transcendental form of the Lord. Let us be firmly fixed at the lotus feet of Lord Ramchandra, and let us offer our respectful obeisances unto those transcendental lotus feet. So to purify the heart is the goal of life. To become pure in consciousness. Sometimes in material life we have so many goals, right? This I want to achieve, this I want to maybe make more. But the actual purpose of life is to purify our heart. And when heart becomes pure, then automatically Krishna consciousness is manifested because it is there in the heart. And as you remove the contamination from the heart, then automatically love for God, which is there with every jiva, becomes manifest. So we have to just clear out the impurities. And the best way to do that is to chant the holy name. So then everything will come. All the good qualities will come. Because every jiva in the pure state has all good qualities. Okay, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna appears in various expansions as stated in Brahma Samhita. Ramadi Murtishu Kala Niyamena Tishtan Nana Avataram Akarod Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Paramapumanyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So Rama Adi, he appears in so many incarnations. But Krishna is the supreme of all the incarnations. That is what this verse is saying. Krishna Swayam Samabhavat Paramapumanyo. I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord who manifested himself personally as Krishna in the different avatars in the world in the form of Ram, Narsimha, Vamana. Kala is the plenary portion, like that. So, okay, I worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead Govinda, who is always situated in various incarnations, such as Ram, Narsimha, and many sub-incarnations as well, but who is the original personality of Godhead known as Krishna and who incarnates personally also. Krishna, who is Vishnu Tattva, has expanded himself in many Vishnu forms, of which Lord Ramchandra is one. We know that the Vishnu Tattva is carried by the transcendental bird of Garuda and is equipped with different types of weapons in 4 hands. Therefore, we may doubt whether Lord Ramchandra could be in the same category, since he was carried by Hanuman, not by Garuda, and had neither 4 hands nor the Shankha Chakra Gada Padma. Consequently, this verse clarifies that Ramchandra is as good as Krishna. Ramadi Murti Shukala. Although Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, Ramchandra is not different from him. Ramachandra is unaffected by the modes of material nature and therefore is Prashanta, never disturbed by those modes. Although he behaves like a human being, and when his wife was kidnapped, he was crying very much. So you may think like he's under lamentation. Right? He's lamenting that his wife was kidnapped. So he's also under the modes of material nature. So what would you say to that? Well, like Krishna is crying, right? But yeah, this is maybe Virodhabhas also in Krishna Damodar Leela. He's crying, he's becoming angry. One who says give up anger is becoming angry. He's becoming greedy. And so he's Prashanta, never disturbed by those modes. So he's just showing, like, because we can relate with the Leela. And he's in anxiety where his wife is. So he's sending out teams to search for Sita Devi. But doesn't he know where Lord Sita?
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
is Garuda fought? Is the Garuda who fought with Ravana while Ravana was taking away Sita? He cut, no? Ravana cut Garuda's one of the wing.
Jatayu.
Huh? Yeah,
Jatayu.
Jatayu, not Garuda. So Jatayu is not related to Vishnu, but Garuda and Jatayu were the same class of bird or something? Oh.
I'm not sure, but Jatayu and who was the other one? Jatayu's this thing.
Sampati.
Sampati.
Sampati, his brother.
Sampati.
Pati, his brother. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I mean, it's showing that Lord also cries. So we say that we have been separated from Krishna. We are crying here, and Krishna is also crying in separation from us. Like Sita Devi got attracted to a deer, and we become attracted to Maya. And she committed a Vaishnava apart towards Lakshman. So devotees leave us. So then Ravana attacks.
Nice analogy. Yeah. So that is why, yeah, Ramchandra actually, but he wanted to experience Vipralamba Bhav also, right? That's why he's crying in separation from Sita. So, yeah, and then for us, yeah, that when Sita became attracted. So, golden deer represents Maya, right? So, when we become attracted to Maya and we don't follow the instructions of the Vaishnavas, then Ravana will come and kidnap us, right? So, on consciousness, Ravana represents lust. So, then lust, when we become attracted to Maya and we don't follow the instructions of, like Lakshman told, don't go outside this Rekha. Right? And Sita Devi didn't follow the instructions. And then she got kidnapped by Ravana. So Ravana represents lust. So lust takes away our consciousness when we don't follow the instructions of the Vaishnavas and we are attracted by Maya. So that is what happens. Okay, so that's. And also she blasphemed Lakshman. So saying that, oh, you want to be with me, that's why you're not going to save Ram. So that also. But of course, Sita is pure because she's,
He's Bhudevi, right?
yeah, she's the consort of the Lord. So how can she become? But this is all Leela. So also we learned some lessons, so many lessons from Ramayana. That Ravana came and knowing the weakness of Sita for the sadhus, he came disguised as a sadhu to asking for alms, right? So Maya knows our weakness, and we can say it attacks us at the point where our weakness is. So that's why we get beaten up by in the same place all the time because that's our weak point. So we have to make our weak points stronger. Of course, everybody's weak point is lust. Ultimately, everybody is affected by lust in this material world. That's basically the. And lust can be in different ways, subtle lust, gross lust. So everybody is affected by this in this material world, which is Maithuna Agar, which is the prison shackles of sex life.
So, how do we make our weak point stronger? Any
So one is like we have
guidance
the
on that?
cost. We have the cost of temptation. Is who was saying? What is I forgot that.
Keshav Swami Maharaj.
You are saying, yeah. So we have to be one. We have to share with others our weak points, our weaknesses. We have to read the shastras to be convinced about the. We have to read the shastras so that we are convinced. We have to be open to sharing with advanced devotees so that we can get some help in our weak points. Then we have to be in a safe situation so that, and then we have to get a higher taste in bhakti.
And not to respond in temptations.
So sometimes I say prevention is better than cure. So you don't put yourself in a dangerous situation because that's going to affect your consciousness. So it says prevention is better than cure. So we should always think ourselves vulnerable. Prabhupada says, I am praying always to Krishna so that I may not fall down. We should always be afraid that I will fall down. And then um, you have to pray to Krishna and avoid situations. Knowing that you have fallen down in the past, if it has happened, or there is a likely, your consciousness and your, so if it if you have fallen down, then you have to avoid. Like if I'm drinking and if I have been like addicted to drink, I don't want to go near the association and the bar and keep bottles in my house, wine bottles, right? So like that, just take it and throw it. Like we say, we may be tempted by our phone when we are chanting, so keep the phone away. We cannot throw the phone, but yeah, we can throw it also. But if you are tempted, when we are chanting or something, then we are tempted to, then keep it away. So like that. So prevention is better than cure. So devotee is like also, like what is that? Devaki represents the devotee and Kansa represents the
Fear of material existence.
fear of Buddha. So when Devaki is afraid, so when we are not afraid and we don't know how nice an opportunity we have got, having taken birth, like that's what in the introduction it is mentioned, right? Having gotten birth in the land of Bharatvarsha, if one who has taken birth in the land of Bharatvarsha as a human being does not take advantage of the opportunity for spiritual elevation, his position is certainly the most miserable. So we are all going to die very soon. It's only like few years. So, like Janish was saying the other day that how in the boarding school he had a friend who was with him and he passed away, correct? And he is only in his so many of our so life is very short, and so if we can somehow or other become Krishna conscious and pass these few years, then it will be so nice in Krishna consciousness. Like Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, one who can control the forces of desire, he is happy in this world. Right? In Bhagavad Gita, if one can check the force of desire and anger, I think, what is it? Before he, then he is happy in this world. So of course we think,
523.
523, yes.
Before giving up this present body, if one is able to tolerate the urges of the material senses and check the force of desire and anger, he is well situated and is happy in this world.
So we have to give up the present body, which is for sure. When it will happen, we don't know. But if one is able to tolerate, means you don't act on it. Tolerate the urges of material senses and check the force of desire and anger. Vacho Vegam. Vishaheta Dhira, one who can tolerate. And check the force of desire and anger, he is well situated and is happy in this world. So that's the difficult thing to do, right? Because the force is so strong and it's very difficult. So we have to take shelter of Krishna. Without that, it is not possible. So Prabhupada says it is the duty of transcendentalists to try strenuously, means very, very hard, strenuously, to control desire and anger. So we should do our best, and we may fall short. That's okay, but we should. It's like a war, As soon as you take
Prabhuji, one of my friend, she is Punjabi actually. She used to live in Columbus, and her daughter used to come to my daughter for dance lesson, Bharatanatyam. She had a son of my daughter's age, and then one 5-6 years before, with a new job, she moved to Seattle. So that time, one day, her son was, is a small, very calm and quiet. We used to love her son also. Arjun, his name was. So, but after was- it happened 5-6 years before. One day, the son called me and complaining about his mother. I want to kill her. So I was so confused at what he's telling. Uh, I thought he is a very nice boy, has a good relationship, but I don't know. But then I had to tell his mother. One day I called Manju that, your son. But yeah, wo mujhe marna chahti hai. I thought he has gone some bad association, but 1 month before, I just wanted to say hi, hello to Manju. And Manju, I told her many times that surrender to Lord. He is the only one who can see our past, our future. We are so blind, we are so tiny that we can't see. So surrender to Lord, Manju. But I don't know how much she had taken that time. 1 month before, I wanted to check on her. So I said, how? I called her a couple of times. She didn't. Generally, she responds. She didn't respond. I thought maybe she changed phone number or something. Then one day I saw her missed call. I called back and I said, Manju, are you okay? Because I thought you'd respond very quickly. I was so worried for you. And she had a very, very cute daughter who is now an undergrad student, and she's divorced alone. So all those things, I thought I should check on her. So I said, no, I'm not well. I said, what happened? I was so, my heart started uh, very fast and heavy. I said, what happened? Ruma, do you have time? Are you free? I said, I am at office, but tell me, what happened? He said, Arjun passed away. I said, why? I said, what happened? Did he do suicide? No, it's a homicide. So somebody killed him, Las Vegas. My daughter was saying, Mama, I think Arjun was in drug. So his body was found railway track. He was just 29.
Yeah,
It's
that's
very sad, but you cannot do anything. He was in bad association, and he never used to listen to his mother also. And mother, you know, she was crying. बहुत बेहरे में से मारा मेरे अर्जुन को, बहुत रोते. मुझे इतना बुरा लगा, but what we cannot do. Nothing is in my hand. और भगवान को ही पता है. I told her that pray to him that Arjun be safe now, at least. I don't know what to say. But she said that the American white boy, police pakda bhi, ऐसे बोला. So he said the boy who took him to Las Vegas, he's the one police as suspect. I mean, बहुत बेरहमी से मारा मेरे अर्जुन को. मेरी डॉटर भी ऐसे बोल रही थी कि वो ड्रग फक के चक्कर में शायद चला गया था. तो यही लाइफ है. क्या क्या करे उसको. सुनना चाहिए, भगवान के पास जाना चाहिए.
So we'll read this purport. Thank you. Yeah. If one wants to make steady progress on the path of self realization, he must try to control the forces of material senses. There are the forces of talk, forces of anger, forces of mind, forces of stomach, forces of the genitals, and forces of the tongue. One who is able to control the forces of all these different senses in the mind is called Goswami or Swami. Such Goswami lives strictly controlled lives and forego altogether the forces of the senses. Material desires, when unsatiated, generate anger, and thus the mind, eyes, and chest become agitated. Therefore, one must practice to control them before one gives up this material body. One who can do this is understood to be self realized and is thus happy in the state of self realization. It is the duty of transcendentalists to try strenuously to control desire and anger. So, we should try and then also take shelter of Krishna, then it becomes should keep our mind engaged in Krishna and pray to Krishna like that. Please protect me. Please protect me. As Srila Prabhupada was always saying, please protect me so that I don't fall down. Please protect me. So then, okay, so let me please your Lordship by chanting the Bija mantra, Omkar. I wish to offer my respectful obeisances. I think we read this. So the next verse. These are all the prayers of the Kim Purusha. I think Hanumanji. Hanumanji is praying. Ram Navami is coming up, so it's appropriate, like very close. Yattad Vishuddha अनुभवमात्रमेकं स्वतेजसध्वष्टा गुणाप्यवस्थं प्रत्यक्प्रशान्तं सुधियोपलम्भनं हीयनामारूपं निरहं प्रपद्ये. The Lord whose pure form, I think we read this verse also. No. The Lord whose pure form, Satchidananda Vigraha, is uncontaminated by the modes of material nature, can be perceived by pure consciousness. I think we read this. No material activities. Only in pure consciousness, okay. We read this. Next verse. Martyavatarastvaiha martya shikshanam raksho vadhaiva na kevalam vipo kutonyatha syadramata sma atmana sita kritani vyasanamishwarasya. It was ordained that Ravana, chief of the Rakshasas, could not be killed by anyone but a man. And for this reason, Lord Ramchandra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, appeared in the form of a human being. So what was about Ravana? Why could he be killed by a man? Because he did not. When
He was proud and he was asking for a boon from Brahma. He was thinking that these man and animals cannot kill me. He was too proud.
so he forgot to mention man. Not forgot, but he was thinking this man cannot even kill me. Yeah, so he didn't. So and Lord Ramchandra appeared in that form of a human being. Lord Ramchandra's mission, however, was not only to kill Ravana, but also to teach mortal beings that material happiness centered around sex life or centered around one's wife is the cause of many miseries. So one in the ninth canto, purport Prabhupada writes, this is the position of a man, like when Lord Ramchandra is crying. This is a position of a man who is very attached to his wife. He cries a lot like this, materially, like who is so. So one cries like that when somebody dies or something happens, and all this. Of course, it was kidnapped. So when one becomes material, nature makes us cry. Anything in this material nature. So teach mortal beings that material happiness centered around sex life or centered around one's wife is the cause of. So Ramchandra is teaching us. Lord Ramchandra's mission, however, was not only but also to teach mortal beings. Is that in the verse? Vyasanani Ishwarasya. Prabhupada is translated. Okay. Is the cause of many miseries. He is the self-sufficient Supreme Personality of Godhead, and nothing is lamentable. That reminds me of that verse by Prahlad Maharaj, right? What is that verse? That one is saved from so much trouble if he tolerates the itch. What is that verse? Yesterday we were discussing in the car this verse. That one
Sukha.
Yan Meithunadi Krihamedi Sukha Vitucham Kandu Yanena Karo Yoriva Dukha Dukham Tripyanti Neha Kripana Bahu Dukha Bhaja Kandu Tivan Manasijam
Vishayeta Dhira.
Vishaheta Dhira. So a sober person who can tolerate this can be saved the lust, can be saved from so much suffering because it is like an itch. So, of course, that's Grihamedi life. Grihamedi and Grihastha are two different things. Therefore, why else could he be subjected to tribulations by the kidnapping of Mother. So Hanumanji is saying this, that Lord Ram is teaching us by his own example. When the Lord appears in this universe, so Prabhupada is quoting the same verse here. When the Lord appears in this verse,
But I mean, dharmically, Ramji was married to Sita. I mean, there is no fault on his part. I don't know why it's saying that material happiness centered. He was not looking for material happiness
yeah,
or
but he
centered
was.
around one's wife. If somebody's wife is kidnapped, then of course they are miserable.
Yeah.
So,
So attachment brings about all the.
no, it's not attachment, it's the duty. If the
But
child is kidnapped or family member, but so then nobody should be married.
no, it is not like that. I mean, is that verse is. I mean, when there is undue attachment on the bodily platform, then that
But why is he referencing in terms of Lord Ram? Because that was
we
not the
can we
case.
can we
He
can.
even rejected, I mean, he even asked Sita to go to Valmiki ashram when she was pregnant, and he showed at most detachment.
He was probably not, but people in this world, I think, I think, is saying also to teach mortal beings that material happiness centered around sex life or centered around one's wife is the cause of many miseries. It says like that here. Maybe he was not, but then we can say, well, if he was not, then how is he showing by example that this is not, he was not attached like that?
So
Yeah,
basically, this verse is saying, "Do not marry," right?
Which verse?
Yeah, this verse references that, yeah, better to not marry. Otherwise, you will
Correct.
face suffering.
Right. Because one has a wife, then is kidnapped, then that's duty, right, to save. But I think the meaning that do not marry.
so here, like when Lord performs some pastimes, so from one pastime he gives many lessons, and when we analyze the pastimes from different point of views, so then different lessons come out. So from transcendental perspective, definitely this is just a pastime of the Lord, and he is enjoying that Vipralamba bhav from his consort. But then when we look from moral point of view or the worldly point of view, then this lesson comes out that if one is too much attached to one's wife, then that is a cause of misery. So it's only like kind of a matter of looking from which perspective we are looking, because Lord gives many lessons from one particular action that he performs.
Yeah, like there are so many verses like that in the Bhagavad, in the like third chapter, 31st verse, third canto, 31st. Um, it talks about how this attraction, like here, if you see, Bhagavatam
No, no, but
says,
Prabhu, the point is that if one has a wife, it's kidnapped, then which Shastra will say do not to save her?
yeah, that is there.
That is not even ethical, more any spirituality, any theory you bring in,
Mhm.
that will actually the duty, right? That will be spiritual duty also.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
not a
and then
moral.
and saying material happiness centered around sex life, Ramchandra never led a material life.
yeah, he was not doing,
Never.
yeah, he was not personally
So,
attached.
so the point is that do not marry. Actually, that can be the outcome.
Yeah, but then so many acharyas were married, right? So that's not like the. I mean, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he had a son. So the purpose of marriage is to have children, and those children should then become made devotees. That's like Prabhupada was talking to this, who was this person in somewhere, and he was saying that, oh, why Krishna? No, what he was saying that, yeah, why are you building so many temples when there are so many temples in need of repair? Then this Prabhupada told this man, so who is the lady next to you? I said, she's my wife. Oh, she's your wife. Then why did you get married? Because according to Vedic culture, you get married to have children and to make them Krishna conscious. So that you got married to have children. But why did you get married to have children when there are so many orphan children? You can take care of the orphan children, and there are so many children who don't have parents, and so why didn't you? So, but you wanted to have your own children. That's why you got married. So ultimately, dharma viruddha bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshava. Krishna says, I am sex life, which is not contrary to religious principles. So that is not like, that's grihastha ashram. So there is also grihastha brahmachari. Like grihastha brahmachari means one who engages in sex life only for the purpose of procreation. So that is a grihastha brahmachari. That's the definition of illicit sex, right? We have no sex life unless it is meant for procreation. So that is representative of Krishna. Dharma viruddha bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarsha. Okay. So that is not like married life is not, it is an ashram, but it is a concession given, right, for the person who cannot give up. So then vanaprastha is there after that. And then, like yesterday only we were discussing, Jayadeva Maharaj was saying how it is all based on lust. Brahmachari is meant to control lust. One grihastha is meant to regulate lust. Regulate means for the purpose of procreation. Then vanaprastha means detach from lust. And sannyas means forget lust. So like that. It is not, like Prabhupada also said, man is good, woman is good, but when they become too attached to each other on the bodily conception of life, then it ceases to be grihastha life, it becomes griha medhi life. And it is centered around enjoyment of the body. And that is what actually is bad. So, okay. But I don't know how this, how he's teaching. When the acharyas have derived this lesson like that, or Hanumanji himself is saying here, kuto anyatha syadramata swa atmana sita kritani vyasana ishwarasya. Okay, so he is the self-sufficient supreme personality of Godhead, and nothing is lamentable for him. Therefore, why else could he be subjected to tribulations by kidnapping of Mother Sita? When the Lord appears in this universe in the form of human being, he has two purposes, stated in Bhagavad Gita, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam, to destroy the demons and protect the devotees. To protect the devotees, the Lord not only satisfies them by his personal presence, but also teaches them so that they will not fall down from devotional service. By his personal example, Lord Ramchandra taught the devotees that it is better not to enter married life. So here, what you are saying, Prabhupada is saying, which is certainly followed by many tribulations, as confirmed in Srimad Bhagavatam 7.9.45. Yanme thunadi grihamedi sukham mitucham kandu yanena karayoriva dukkha dukkham tripyanti neha kripana bahu dukkha bhaja kandu tivan manasi jam vishaheta dhiraha. Kripanas, those who are not advanced in spiritual knowledge and who are therefore just the opposite of Brahmanas, generally take to family life, which is a concession for sex. Thus they enjoy sex again and again, although that sex is followed by many tribulations. This is a warning to devotees. To teach this lesson to devotees and to human society in general, Lord Sri Ramchandra, although the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, underwent a series of tribulations because he accepted a wife, Mother Sita. Lord Ramchandra underwent these austerities, of course, only to instruct us. Actually, he never has any reason to lament for anything. Only to instruct us, he's saying. Okay. Another aspect of the Lord's instruction is that one who accepts a wife must be a faithful. So there is other side, that how a faithful husband gives protection to the wife. And he went to so much extent to search for his wife. Human society is divided into two classes of men, those who strictly follow the religious principles and those who are devotees. By his personal example, Lord Ramchandra wanted to instruct both of them how to fully adopt the discipline of religious system and how to be a beloved and dutiful husband. Otherwise, he had no reason to undergo apparent tribulations. So both things are there. One who strictly follows religious principles must not neglect to provide all facilities for the complete protection of his wife. There may be some suffering because of this, but one must nevertheless endure it. So Lord Ramchandra went through so much. I mean, we can't say suffering, but so much labor, hard work to bring back his wife. Of course, the real Sita was never kidnapped by Ravana. So that is the duty of a faithful husband. By his personal example, Lord Ramchandra demonstrated this duty. Lord Ramchandra could have produced hundreds and thousands of Sitas from his pleasure energy, but just to show the duty of a faithful husband, he not only rescued Sita from the hands of Ravana, but also killed Ravana and all the members of his family. Another aspect of the teachings of Lord Ramchandra is that although Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and his devotees may apparently suffer from material tribulations, they have nothing to do with such tribulations. They are Mukta Purushas, liberated persons under all circumstances. It is therefore said in Chaitanya Bhagavat, Yata dekha Vaishnavera vyavara dukkha निश्चय जानिहा ताहा परमानंद सुखा. Yata dekhe Vaishnavera Vyavar Dukha. So he appears to be very sad in his dealings. But Nishchay Janiya, but know it for certain, Taha Paramananda Sukha, that he is experiencing the highest bliss. That's what, let's see what. Know for certain that whatever worldly distress is seen in a Vaishnava is actually spiritual happiness. Okay. A Vaishnava is always firmly situated in transcendental bliss because of engagement in devotional service. Like one time, I think Jadu Rani, she told Srila Prabhupada that in your passport photo you look very, very serious. That, Prabhupada, you're looking very sad. And Prabhupada says, no. That was actually the greatest moment of ecstasy. Because maybe he made his passport because now his journey to come to the West was cleared now. So he must be feeling very ecstatic after so much requesting Sumati Murarji. And she said, okay. And then maybe he made his passport or something like that. He said, no, that was the greatest moment of ecstasy. In those days, not so many people would make passports because America was not open to accepting so many immigrants and other. So only few. So Prabhupada made this passport only for this reason, because to fulfill the desire of his spiritual master to preach in the West. So he may have looked sad, but serious, but actually he said it was the greatest moment. So we can't Vaishnavara Kriya Mudra Vijena Bujai. So we may not be able to judge from externals how they are feeling internally. Sometimes they are crying, but they may be crying in like Madhvendra Puri, like he was crying because of, feeling lamentation that he could not serve Krishna. And who was it that who could not understand his lamentation?
Ramachandra.
Ramchandra Puri, yeah. Could not understand his lamentation. It was spiritual lamentation. So he was thinking, why is he not on the platform of Brahman? He should be not lamenting, no lamentation, no hankering, right? That's Brahman platform. So, but he was lamenting because that's even higher than being on Brahman platform, is to lament to feel separation from the Lord and cry for it. So Jnanis come to the Brahman platform, but Bhaktas, they go beyond the Brahman platform. And that is actually, they are in anxiety, but like Yashoda is in so much anxiety for Krishna. She cooks all the time for Krishna. So Prabhupada had transcendental anxiety to spread Krishna consciousness. We have anxiety about our material life. That is bad anxiety, right? How I can make my situation nice. Of course, if it is to serve Krishna, then it's good. But generally we have anxiety about how things will go on and whether, I will have enough money for retirement and all these things. That's there. But there is another anxiety, which is spiritual anxiety. How I can go back home, back to Godhead. how I can purify my heart, how I can chant Hare Krishna nicely. So it's spiritual anxiety. How I can give Krishna to others. So material anxiety is bad, but spiritual anxiety is good. Spiritual anxiety is actually purifying. And so we may not have that anxiety like Prabhupada had, but uh, we can act as an instrument of Srila Prabhupada to relieve his anxiety. In one purport, Prabhupada writes that Krishna has so much anxiety about all the jivas in the material world, right? Because they are all kidnapped by Maya. And Krishna wants to rescue all these jivas. So anybody who helps rescue the jivas from this material existence and brings back to Krishna, Krishna becomes so obliged to that person. That's why sometimes it is said that, yeah, giving Krishna consciousness to others is the best form of service. And if you give a book, then Prabhupada is speaking through his book. Somebody will read the book. Of course, many people don't read the book, but we have to follow up and see and invite them and like that. So, but this book will go somewhere, somebody will read someday, and then they will become devotees. So, like that. And Prabhupada wanted that his books to be distributed. So, this is also kirtan. So, that's how Vaishnava is always firmly situated. There is a song, right, by, what is that? Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, the miseries I undergo in anxiety is the greatest source of my happiness. What is that song? Bhaktivinoda Thakur's song. I always forget this song. How does it start? The miseries I undergo in serving. In serving you is the greatest source of my happiness.
Amar Jivan.
Is it? Amar Jivan, in that it says, but Sada Pape Rata.
Yeah, it says in the second verse. But
No, this is about serving Krishna. This says that the pleasure I get is the greatest source of my pleasure. Not when he sees others in misery, then he feels pleasure. No, not that. I'm saying that, there is a song like that. The misery I undergo in serving you is the greatest. Okay. So the devotee, he feels it's a burden of love, right? So, like in a family, the father is working very hard, right, to provide for the needs of the children and the family. But he's taking great pleasure in that because he feels like I'm taking care of my. So similarly, the devotee feels I'm doing Krishna's work, and he goes through austerity in doing Krishna's work, Krishna's service, and he feels great happiness. So I'm doing Krishna's work. So it's a burden of love, like they say. Yeah. Okay. So that's why devotee becomes happy in taking austerity for Krishna's sake. Just as parents become very happy taking, maybe they're not happy, I don't know, but they go to give their child a very good education. They are poor, but they work one job, two jobs, right? They have no money to pay their fees, but they work very hard because they want to see their child in a very nice situation, materially speaking. They want to see him in a very nice. So they will take loans and things and so many things. So the devotee feels like that I'm doing this for Krishna. Krishna is watching me. Krishna is seeing my austerity and the hard work I am doing. So
Yeah, this one
yeah.
says, troubles encountered in your service shall be the cause of great happiness. For in your devotional service, joy and sorrow are equally great riches.
Yeah, that is the one. Troubles encountered in your service shall be the cause of great happiness. So to spread Krishna consciousness, it's not so easy. So, but to take some austerity, spread. To convince, like what did Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, I have to shed
Gallons of blood.
blood to make one devotee. So when we work very very hard to bring others to Krishna, then that's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote so many books, and he sent his book into McGill University in 1896, the year Prabhupada was born, in the library, and he was praying for a son, right, who would spread Krishna consciousness. He wanted to. Yeah. And you see his schedule, right? How his schedule was. He was resting few hours and then he was writing and meeting and visitors. And we have the schedule of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, right? How he was. So we should become busy in fulfilling Krishna's desire. And the only desire, I mean, we have to purify ourselves by service, but then also to give Krishna to others. That's the desire of the Acharyas. Prahlad Maharaj and everybody. The whole movement is based on this, to purify ourselves and also share this with others. And in giving Krishna to others, we also get Krishna. Because the more you give Krishna, the more you get Krishna. So, like we were hearing a class by Keshav Maharaj, he was saying that those who are engaged in giving Krishna to others, they become like what he was saying, they become steady. He's talking from Madhurya Kadambini. So we should do something to bring people closer to Krishna. In the spiritual world, this is not required because everybody is a devotee. Only in the material world, this is there. There they just discuss about Krishna and feel pleasure because everybody is in love with Krishna. So they discuss about Krishna and they feel pleasure. So here when devotees meet, we discuss about Krishna and we feel pleasure. And for the other side, we have to give them the knowledge about Krishna. Like there also it's pleasure. If you talk about Krishna to somebody, it's pleasurable. Okay, so you want to sing? We can sing this song, or it's too big. What is the tune?
Atma nivedana tuva pade kori hoenu parama sukhi dukha dure gelo chinta na rohilo jodi ke anand dekhi अशोक भया अमृता धरा तुम्हारा चरण द्वाया ताहते देखो ना विश्राम लाभिया छाड़िनु भवेरा भया तुम्हारा संसारे करिबो सेवाना नाही बफलेरा भागी तवा सुख जाहे करिबो जतन होए पदे अनुरागी तुम्हारा सेवाया दुख होय जातो से तो परम सुखा सेवा सुख दुख परम संपदा नाशय विद्या दुखा आत्मा निवेदन तुवा पादे कोरी होएनु परम सुखी दुखा दूरे गेलो चिंता न रोहिलो चौदिके आनंद देखी.
So Sharanagati, which limb? This is Atmanivedan. Yeah.
आत्मनिवेदन.
So when you surrender to the Lord, we can read what happens when we surrender to the Lord. Yeah.
I have become supremely joyful by surrendering myself at your holy feet. Unhappiness has gone away and there are no more anxieties. I see joy in all directions. Your 2 lotus feet are reservoirs of immortal nectar, where one may live free from sorrow and fear. I have found peace there now, and I have given up the fear of worldly existence. I shall render service in your household, and not endeavor to enjoy the fruits of that service, but rather I shall strive for whatever pleases you, fully devoted to your lotus feet. Troubles encountered in your service shall be the cause of great happiness, for in your devotional service, joy and sorrow are equally great riches. Both destroy the misery of ignorance. I have completely forgotten all past history by feeling great joy in my mind. I am most certainly yours, and you are indeed mine. What need is there of any other treasure? Bhaktivinoda, diving into the ocean of bliss, devotes all of his efforts for your service and dwells in your house according to your wishes.
Okay.
So, Rakshashiti Vishwaso Gopakritya Varnam Tatha. The devotee has full faith that Krishna will protect me, Krishna will maintain me. Susukram Kartumam is Vishwam Purna Sukhayati. Because he is not desiring anything. And he is like, that's the last verse of Shikshashtakam. Ashlishyava Padratam Panushtama. Whatever way you keep me, Krishna, I just want to be engaged in your service.
Thank you. Okay, so we will. What's the time? 9:30. We'll stop here. The emotions and lover of beloved feel. Okay, there. Did we finish this? A Vaishnava is always firmly situated in transcendental bliss because of engagement in devotional service. Although he may appear to suffer material pains, his position is called transcendental bliss in separation. Viraha. The emotions. So although Ramchandra was crying, but he is like he's feeling bliss, like gopis. The emotions a lover and beloved feel when separated from one another are actually very blissful, although apparently painful. Therefore, the separation of Lord Ramchandra from Sita Devi, as well as the consequent tribulation they suffered, is but another display of transcendental bliss. That is the opinion of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti. So, whole this Leela, right? What was that? They said Anant Sesh was always looking. Vishnu was there. Huh?
Lakshmi was massaging the feet of Vishnu, and Anantashesh was always looking. So Lakshmi said, we don't have any private time. So Vishnu said that when I come in Treta Yuga, we will have private time. Although Anantashesh will be there as Lakshman, but he'll be at a distance.
So Lakshman was like guarding. He didn't sleep for 14 years, they say. He was guarding all the night while the hut or where. So, and then Dashrath Maharaj also, this whole thing happened so that they could go into the forest, right? So that they could have this pastime, and then Vipralamba Bhav. That also.
And Ravan and other demons had to be killed. So mantra was used as an instrument by the demigods to execute this plan.
So we can't really blame mantra, but mantra is teaching us a lesson by this. So, because she was used by the demigods who made her speak like that. They kind of influenced her mind. So, okay, to speak in a way like that, to send Ram to the forest. Okay, so it's 9:30. We can read one more verse. Just one more verse. Navaisa Atma Atmavatam Surittamah Shaktastrilokyam Bhagavan Vasudevah Nastri Kritam Kashmalam Ashnuvita Na Lakshmanam Chapi Vihatum Arhati. Since Lord Ramchandra is the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vasudev, he is not attached to anything in this material world. He is the most beloved super soul of all self realized souls, and he is their very intimate friend. He is full of all opulences. Therefore, he could not possibly have suffered because of separation from his wife, nor could he have given up his wife and Lakshman, his younger brother. To give up either would have been absolutely impossible. In defining the Supreme Personality of Godhead, we say that he is full in all six opulences: wealth, fame, strength, influence, beauty, and renunciation. He is called renounced because he is not attached to anything in this material world. He is specifically attached to the spiritual world and the living entities there. The affairs of the material world take place under the superintendence of Durga Devi. Srishti Sthiti Pralaya Sadhana Shakti Rekha Chayeva Yasya Bhuvanani Bibharti Durga. Everything is going on under the strict rules and regulations of the material energy, represented by Durga. Therefore, the Lord is completely detached and need not give attention to the material world. Sita Devi belongs to the spiritual world. Similarly, Lord Lakshmana, Ramchandra's younger brother, is a manifestation of Sankarshan, and Lord Ramchandra himself is Vasudev, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Since the Lord is always spiritually qualified, he is attached to servants who always render transcendent loving service unto him. So Lord becomes so attached to his pure devotees that the pure devotees can purchase the Lord. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, right, I am the property of Vasudev. He can sell me in the market, whatever like we have some animal and we can sell in the market. So this is the very great quality of, he becomes Bhritya Vashyata and Bhakta Vatsala, like that. He's always attached to his servants, always render transcendental service unto him. So whoever renders service, like in this world also, if somebody renders service to us, we become attached to them, right? Because somebody is rendering service, right? So naturally there's going to be affection. That quality comes because it is there in the Supreme Lord. That quality is there in us because it is there in the Supreme Lord. So, but in Supreme Lord, it is in a very infinite quantity and it is in a pure form. Whereas in material world, it is also contaminated. So the Lord has infinite, like he never forgets anybody who renders service to him. So, whereas in this world, if somebody has rendered service to us, we can forget after some time because things change, the modes of material nature change, and we can become the bitterest enemies also. So that is how it is. But the Lord is attached to his servants who always render trans. So he also wants to give service to them. He is attached to the truth in life, not to Brahminical qualities. Indeed, he is never attached to any material qualities. Although he is the super soul of all living entities, he specifically manifests to those who are self-realized and is especially dear to the hearts of his transcendental devotees. That is natural, right? If somebody loves us, then we naturally love them. So the Lord also, of course, from his side, he always loves us. But if we show our affection for him, then he becomes even more inclined. Because Lord Ramchandra descended to teach human society how beautiful a king should be, he apparently gave up the company of Mother Sita and Lakshman. Factually, however, he could not have given them up. One should therefore learn about the activities of Lord Ramchandra from a self-realized soul. Then one can understand the transcendental activities of the Lord. Okay, so this is Hanuman's prayer. He's glorifying the Lord. Okay, so now we'll stop here. Thank you very much for your participation, sharing. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.